Today I'll be doing a video on Unhinged about a woman and her son who end up being at the wrong place at the wrong time when they get into a road rage with a crazed man who decides to terrorize them due to the woman being impolite. This looked like a standard cat and mouse movie just based off the trailer, so I wanted to watch it, but my expectations weren't too high. To an extent, it is a cat and mouse game, but surprisingly, it felt very fresh. I've never been a Russell Crowe fan. I knew who he was, but I didn't grow up watching him, besides Gladiator a couple of years ago, and he blew me away in this. He did a really good job at playing a complete psychopath. Despite being out of shape, he's very menacing, and the movie did a great job at showing just how crazy he was. A lot of things caught me off guard, and at one point I did chuckle, not because I thought it was funny, but because it was so shocking. If you've seen these types of movies before, you know how some scenes are going to turn out. But the way it's executed, it felt like the cat and mouse genre was rejuvenated. It almost reminded me of the Joker, specifically the newer Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, where all the character has left is anger and vengeance, and he honestly feels like there's no way to solve his problems. It was fascinating seeing such a crazy character sincerely believe that he was in the right. One of my issues with this movie, and this is an issue that most movies, if not all movies, have, but the cops never show up in time. I don't want to give away spoilers, but I will say that there is a scene where Russell Crowe is harming someone in public, and everyone is watching and reacting, and he's in this location for a while, and not one cop shows up. Even though I'm assuming that one of these witnesses did dial 911, and I would expect in real life that they showed up a lot faster. And eventually, we do hear sirens, and he's walking away to his car, and not one cop followed him. Not one of these witnesses said, "Hey, that's the guy. He went that way. Silver car." At this point in the movie, he definitely would have gotten caught by now. But after a while, it just didn't bother me too much because that's just how movies are. The cops are just never going to be there when you need them because then the movie would be 20 minutes long. One other thing I didn't like were the three actions that took place at the end. The film does a good job at doing a lot of unpredictable things while having a predictable plot. So you have three things happen at the end that I saw coming a mile away, and I was very disappointed. I didn't like the ending because I literally saw the ending in my head before it actually happened. And that really sucked because 70% of this movie is actually really freaking entertaining. I was going to give this a 7 out of 10, but because of the very predictable ending, I have to give it a 6.5. One other little minor gripe that I had, and it was the casting. Karen Pastorius plays the mother of Gabriel Bateman, and Gabriel Bateman was maybe 14 when this movie was filmed. And I did some research on Karen, who plays the mother, and she's 29 years old. And not only that, but she's getting a divorce in the movie, and her husband wants the house that they share together in the divorce settlement. So she's 29 years old. She has a son who's 15 or 14, and it just looks really weird together because she looks like his older sister. I don't know why they didn't just hire an older actress if the character herself is supposed to be older. There's also another character who plays her brother, and he looks like a teenager as well, and he's about to be getting married. Like, he looks and acts like a teenager. So the casting is a little weird. I don't know, I'm just used to older people having teenage sons and owning houses. But that's just a nitpick. But yeah, I give this a 6.5 out of 10.